So I might drop. Okay, I should be back. Oh, no, no, no. Should be back. Terrible, terrible start to the stream. Terrible start to the stream. But it's green, so it should be working now. Okay. We'll see. I think I want to make this guy. Still green, that's good. I'd love to make this guy too, actually. But I think I want to make this. I think that would be fun. Maybe I'll try putting it down here. So that it doesn't block the information. Dante the Great. How's my stream? Am I clear? Is it stuttering? I'm so nervous now since my other stream got messed up. It's hard to know what the deal is. Anyway, let me make this a little darker. It looks like it's a little bright. Oops. Why is it so not good over here? It's very strange. It's very odd. I don't know how. I have no idea how I'm going to sculpt this thing. No idea. I guess we'll start with the head, like I always do. I guess we'll turn the grid on for now, and I guess we'll make sure that it's in orthographic, since that's what I always do. And let me turn this down. This shouldn't be that crazy yet. Okay, orthographic. Okay, we're good. So let's bring this sphere up, just so we have some space. So now I have to think about how I want to do this. Amazing, I like that. I put a new light behind me. Instead of having the ring light, I decided to just put a red light on the floor. So it looks like I'm in the depths, actually. All right, so I always need to process. God, this is gonna get so many downvotes. Because I guess I'm probably supposed to just come on and just start working really quick. But I have to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so this is good. So the head is going to be sort of like that. Maybe we'll go in a little bit here as well. And then, it's a little aggressive. Let's see if drag is a little not aggressive enough. Just need to drag. Okay, so actually this part is a little bit bigger up here. So I'm just basically just kind of concentrating on the front first. So we have, I should make this a little bigger. No, that's fine actually. So I have this line, I have this, and then it kind of squares off. comes there. Okay, so I'll use drag to like puff this out, I think. This is where the eyebrows are going to go, so I'm just sort of trying to give them some space. So the nose would be about here. I think it's a decent head so far. Maybe this can be a little wider up top. So let me open up the move tool. Just kind of widen out the head a little bit. Okay. I think that's a good start. It's a very, very good start. I have to remember that I have video. When I don't have video for a while, I get nervous when I turn video back on. Get caught like picking my nose or I don't know, scratching or something. I guess I'm always scratching. Okay, this is looking okay. Scratching, of course. So the nose looks like a, would it be a cone or a cylinder? It looks more like a cylinder. The eyes would be here, so it comes a little bit lower. Can make it thinner. Make it thinner this way too. So make it smaller. I feel like it would be about maybe about there. Oh, no. And I'll tilt it. And actually, I'm not going to tilt it too much anymore. I'm going to use the move tool with symmetry on so I can get a bend in it, because I feel like their noses are sort of bent like this. So I kind of want it like that. Okay. How long should it come down? Well, I think that's good for now. And then, well, I guess I'll just do the flattening. I was going to wait. But then it flattens, comes to like a, not a point, but it comes together at the top. So a little something like that. And then maybe we'll drag the bottom down a little more. Maybe push this up so we can really see it. Let's just move this out a little bit. And let's put, for the nose, I was going to do sphere, but I think a cylinder would be better actually. Dos cylinders. And they're pretty much pointing straight at us. So I'll bring these forward. Mirror, don't need edit. Dialamin 64. A question. After I finish a model and export. A question. After finish a model and export, do you need retopology to use in animation to reduce the polygons? I believe so. I don't know much about retopology. I don't know anything about it, but I do know that yes, you would need to do that in order to make it more efficient, in order to do animation in whatever program you bring it into that does animation. I have not made it that far. I don't. This is the only program I know. I am doing a Blender tutorial. I'm in the middle of it. It's a 15-minute tutorial, and I think I've probably worked like maybe 2 hours on it. I have it going really slow, so I'm way well behind in that. Char B. I downloaded Nomad Sculpt because you inspired me. Yes, that's what I like to hear. As I am inspired by the work that I see in this app and in other apps. I never really had. When you don't know what an app is, how an app is limited, then you don't really take that into account. So like I've just been doing what I want to do and doing the creatures that I want to create, even though like I mostly see them in like Blender or like other like cool programs. Like no, like I want to do the characters that I want to do. I'm gonna figure out a way to do them. That's it. That's how I work. So I'm happy to inspire, man. That's what it's all about. Oops, what did I just do? I'm very happy to inspire. So I appreciate that. And I'm just hooked. I think I'm going to do another Skillshare class. I think I'm going to do a Skillshare class on coloring. I think that might be my next class because that'll be really fun to teach as well. No, did I say coloring? Lighting. I guess I might have to do a coloring one as well, to be honest. Alright, so let's view. So let's sort of check out what I'm working with here. I want this to be the front. So these actually can go, they should face up a little more. Like that. And I think maybe this can be even a little wider. So let's use drag since it's smaller. And I'll just, I don't want to solo it, I want to lock it. And I'll just bring this, widen out the nose a little bit. Okay. And these still can be, oops. Let me unlock it. I feel like these still can be forward a little bit more. Okay. Alright. So it's interesting. So I think this part actually flattens out. I'm not even going to worry about looking at the real photo. I'm just going to stick to my art. Because once I start looking at the real photo, then I'm going to start getting a little bit. Oh, you know what? I can probably make this smaller. Just by using the flatten tool and making sure that I'm on symmetry. Okay, so that's a good, but it does have this like, has a little like thing on the bottom. So let's use drag and just sort of drag that out. Something like that. I want it to be like a little bit separate. So let's look at the front view because that's the most important view. I feel like I turned these in somehow. I want to turn them out a little bit. Okay. I might even make them a little bigger. because I'm eventually going to just merge them together. Okay, and I probably will need, I feel like I'm saying okay a lot, which is fine. Okay. It's funny when you like are recording yourself or whatever, you notice things that you notice, like ticks, like things that you do. Han, good morning. It's 12:15. I feel like it's earlier than usual. Dialaman 64. Do you use any Nomad 3D model to make animation in Blender? So again, I am probably 40% through a 15-minute beginner tutorial on Blender, making a room. I don't know the program, so I'm not animating anything in it, unfortunately. Not yet. Can't do any animation, but I'm learning it because I think it'll be a very useful tool for me. So I am learning it. And I do want to look at ZBrush too. I don't know if you can do animation in ZBrush, but I have a few tutorials saved. I'm going to look at it because I realized that sometimes certain apps just click with you, like Nomad Sculpt clicked. It's amazing, and I love it. So Blender, I don't know so far. ZBrush, I definitely don't know. I never even tried it. But I want to learn. I want to make these the best that they can be. I like to do little subtle animations, so I gotta go the Blender route for now. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm noticing that the nose is in the drawing. Then this is like bellowed out a little bit more. So I have to make sure I do that. Something like that. Okay. That looks better. I can probably do cylinders for that too, to be honest. Oh, you know what? Which I actually just recently learned how to do with cylinders. So I'm just going to mirror this. And it looks like it's turned out a little bit. I'm going to go on a different angle so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm using the cylinders. I have it mirrored. I want to skinny it up a bit. And I'll bring it to the front. And I'll make it smaller. And I want to do it this way. So let's move it up a little bit. So we can figure out where the eyes are. So the eyes are right at the nose, actually. But they're sort of facing out too. So let's turn it a little bit this way. A little bit this way, a little bit that way. Maybe a little bit wider. Oh, there was another thing that I wanted to do. Oh, edit. I wanted to edit, and then I wanted to make this end smaller. So I'm gonna move this back. Make it off of edit. I'm gonna move this back. I don't know if that's useful actually. Let's get edit back here and we'll widen it out. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to do the whole. I don't think I need the whole. It feels actually kind of big. I don't think this is the best use I think it's better if I just carve the eyes out of, if I carve the eyes out. But I feel like I have more of this coming out. I'm trying to match this. I feel like I have more of this coming out. Like that. And the eye comes like this, and then it comes around. And then there's some parts coming up, but I don't know if I'm going to make that like hair. Like, I think I'm going to have to make little tufts of hair there. So I think this is good. I think I'm going to bring the nose. I'm going to simple merge these, and I'm just going to put snoot. And this will be head. I got to start labeling them quickly, because when I don't label them, oh, I'm also gonna try to read the names of people and what they're saying. Maybe that'll be more professional. Han says good morning. I already said good morning. Always a pleasure. Dalaman64, do you think make a 3D model in Nomad and color it in Procreate is the best way to do it in a tablet, or maybe in PC is easy and better? I hate the idea of doing 3D on a PC. I like to be creating art with my hands. The computer just feels more like engineering, and I kind of hate it. So I like doing as much as I can on here. I don't color things in Procreate. I don't feel like Procreate is optimized for 3D. You can do it. You can make it work. Like, you can color stuff, but I like just coloring in Nomad Sculpt. It has way more options. It's way more specific to the app, and it's just, I don't know why you'd want to go. I haven't found out a good reason to move to Procreate just for coloring, because it's not like you can use all of the options that Procreate has for canvases. It doesn't. I mean, at least not that I found. I just found it's very much like, oh, this is the first time that we're like going to try this out. It's very basic, and I think it'll just hold you back. But I mean, that's just me. I thought it was going to be like really cool, and I thought it was going to be amazing, but I didn't like it at all. Wait, let me see. Oh, it is that way. So let me bring this. I feel like I need to bring the nose back some. Okay, that feels better. So for the mouth, maybe a box. Maybe a box for the mouth. I'm thinking it's kind of fun to sort of figure out what shapes are in my drawing. But maybe a box. So it does come out a little bit from here, but it's like the middle of the nostrils. And it's actually quite long, but it does get cut off by his little chin hairsies. So we'll make it long. I don't think it's that. I don't really know what to do with it in the back. But for now, we'll smooth. I think we'll smooth it. And back here, maybe I'll just try to drag it up. because it does have to. I want it to be a part of the head. You know, maybe even like something like that could work. Maybe just drag out the mouth part. Okay, so let's smooth. Oh, what are you doing? Let's smooth this. Do you know any, Dial-A-Man, do you know any 3D apps, or do you know Nomad yet, or anything like that? Indigo XIX. Indigo IX, good morning from Switzerland. Good morning from Switzerland. Good morning. Good morning, Switzerland. Hope all is well. Han, I did the milk carton in Procreate. I wouldn't know how to do it in Nomad. I did the milk carton in Procreate. The milk carton. The one you did the. I thought it was all in Nomad. Was it like a 2D image on the sculpt? I wish I knew. I thought that was all Nomad. I'll have to look again. Okay, so this is the mouth is kind of. I gotta figure out how I want to do the mouth. I mean, the shape is okay, but I guess I can just make lips. I think I can just make lips. Let's bend this too, because I want to make sure I get that. We kind of lost that bit at the bottom of the nose. I don't want to lose that, so let's put a bend in this shape. And then we'll move it back some. Where's that little bit? Maybe we'll bend this forward. Oh, I always hit those stupid cones. Okay, let me just flatten this because I don't want this to be in the way. Okay, that's pretty decent. I just died in your arms tonight. I don't know why these songs get in my head. Must have been something you said. It's probably not optimal for a live stream. Bad singing, bad 80s songs. Singing bad 80s songs. Yeah, you know what? No, that's the stream. I noticed that I feel like I've hit a pretty big milestone. Not the 15K, which I'm close to, which I'm very excited about. That is definitely a milestone. But the other milestone, I see now that there's people that downvote my videos too. So I feel kind of good about it, you know. You rubbing some people the wrong way. Maybe I got some trolls. Who knows? But I feel like that's a milestone. Once you start getting people that download your or that downvote your videos, thumbs down. They see what you're doing and they're like, I don't like this guy. I don't like his video. I don't like his face. Let's give him a thumbs down and move on with our day. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll make this with like tubes or something. I don't even know. Alright, so what's happening here? So this is actually... So let's start to figure out some of this anatomy of the face. So this is actually, it's more circular, going into the nose area. This, I wonder if I drag this down to a more natural position, if it's still, yeah, that's still fine. Because I'm going to wind up probably mixing all this together. I think this might be too big. So I think this part is too big, so I'm going to make it smaller. Bring it forward some. I'm very nervous about these ears. I don't remember how I do them. But everything else is pretty good so far. I think it works. Indigo IX, congratulations, thank you. Han, it was a photo of a real milk carton I put on the sculpt I made in Nomad. I haven't figured out how to do that in Nomad. A photo of a real milk carton. Let's see. Oh, I think I can... Let me save this. I think this is an antelope. Shout out to Ben Eblin. He's a wizard. Wish I was half that good. Shout out to Mutlu the Great. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh, okay. No, I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't have tried to paint that. That'd be a nightmare. I think that's the best way to do it. And I think you did a pretty good job. Oh, did you do it in Procreate? Oh, in Procreate you did it. Oh, you did a good job with the what is it? Not stretch. What is it? What is the tool? Not stretch. Warp? I think it might be like... I think it might be warp. Nice. Keys Flint. Oh, so is that... Wait a minute. Isn't that... So isn't that Bull Shark? Maybe that's Bull Shark on YouTube? Maybe they changed their name? I'm not sure. But I like your little... I like your little gal in there. Whatever those are, I want some. I want them. Oh, wrong app. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should... I'll leave it open. It's not a big deal. I don't think I'm going to work on this for too much longer because I want to go to sleep. Bruce Nunn. Hey. What's up, Bruce? Holla back. Looking cool. Jose knows art. What's up, Jose? That is a good job. I like that. Direct to the point. I like it. Jose doesn't play games. That is a good job, sir. That is a good job. Appreciate you. Okay. I think this is looking good. I would like to put some ears on this rascal. I was trying to post something to Instagram on my phone, but Instagram was not letting me post it. Sometimes Instagram is just so annoying. I posted it all over Facebook, though. So I'm surprised that some groups haven't taken it down yet. If any of you guys are a part of the Procreate Facebook groups, you'll see it. You'll see this antelope. Okay, how are the sizes? This looks like it's a little bit. I would actually like to stretch this a little bit. Here we go. I'm always making like little changes that I see that need to be changed. Always. Okay. So the ears, how would I even do the ears? I can't remember how to do them. They're not easy. Oh, I could use cones. I have to. God, where's Holger when you need him? That's probably not how you pronounce his name. There's probably a way to do it with the cone. I forgot where the cone even was. Okay, so let's do a cone, and let's just experiment here. That's what I have to do quite often. Lots of experimenting. I'm just going to mirror it. So let's see what tools we have first. We have edit. So what does this even do? Okay, that makes that wider and smaller. This just extends that. Oh, there's no way to like make a circle. Oh, but I can do it with the. Okay, let me try a different shape. That might work. If I do the cylinder, if I do the same thing but with the cylinder, mirror, and let's turn it this way. Now let's hit radius so that we can make this side smaller. We'll bring it in. We'll make the whole thing a little bit bigger, maybe. Hole. What does hole do? So hole is looking good. Now, I don't remember how to make the... Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. So something like... I don't want his ears to be too thick. I don't want them to be too thin either, though. Something like this... But how do I get it to... Man. Okay, so there's a few things I want to try. This obviously isn't how I want them to look. Bear with me. Bruce Nunn. What is the Facebook group? I'm a part of like a few different Facebook groups for 2D. This is a bunch. You can honestly just like look up Procreate. I actually have my own Facebook group. What am I talking about? Let me post it in the thing. Let me open my thing up and I'll post it. What is it again? I'm so slow sometimes. Facebook group. Come on, hopefully I'll remember how to share it quickly. There we go. Share. Copy link. Okay, now I have to go back there and go to my YouTube. Live. Because I always do it in OBS. And it kind of sucks because I'm not able to mute my computer. Because I know I'm going to get a commercial. And it won't let me get to my... there we go. So this is my Facebook group. That's my Facebook group. And that one's just Procreate tutorials. But I'm a part of a bunch of other like digital art and other groups. There's a Nomad Sculpt group as well that I'm a part of. That is really cool. Cylinder drag. How do you know what I'm going to do? Indigo? How do you know what I'm going to do? It's crazy. Sometimes I use the cylinder and then I try to bend it to that shape, but I don't think that's the best way to do it. I need a better way. So I'm going to try this. I guess I can put that window away. So, God, my room gets so dusty so quickly. So with drag, let's see if we can drag out. And I don't even know if this is a good idea to do this part first. Maybe move. Why is my computer making noise? Oh, probably because of, I know why. Probably because I opened Chrome. I feel like Google Chrome takes up a lot of resources. I wonder if I can drag this back. No, that doesn't look promising. if I can. There's got to be a better way. I mean, I could just like try to cut it, but I don't know. I don't even know if that's proper. Okay, maybe let's try. And FYI, this is the kind of stuff that I usually just do that didn't work at all. Maybe I should just cut it. But I think it's like the top part that really bugs me. Okay, something like that, I think. These are pointy at the top. And they're quite round here. I can always shrink them, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh god, this looks... I gotta get rid of this quickly. It's definitely not the most efficient way. Why is it dragging so much? I don't want it to drag that much. I think I need a different way to do it. I don't like this. I don't like it. So let's do... Now what am I thinking of? Oh, let's... So maybe we'll do a flat cylinder for the shape, and then we'll do another cylinder that we can make in the shape of the ear flap in front of it. That might be my best bet. I don't know, but that might be my best bet. So let me mirror it. I guess I have to validate it. So first, I'm just going to concentrate on making the shape. Oh, I don't know if I said this before, but this is the stuff that I usually do when I'm not recording myself failing. Okay. Make sure I'm looking at it in the front. Oh, this one is it's a little more straight out, it seems like. Maybe they need to be a little bit smaller. Because they look like they go right, they're right sort of at the end of that, so that actually works. Okay, they're quite thick. No, I think the best thing to do is try to attach this. Oh, I think I want to put a bend in him though. You know how I like my bends. Indigo, guessing, intuition. Intuition is strong with this one. Bruce Nunn, thanks for sharing the link. Those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sculpts you did were spectacular, by the way. Those are my magnum opus. Is that the right term? Magnum opus? Is that it? Is that the right term? Magnum opus, meaning a large and important work of art, music, and literature, especially one regarded as the most important work of an artist or writer. Yes, magnum opus. I got it right. That's what those are. Like, I think those might be my best. Those might be my best sculpts. I love them so much. I'm so happy. And I had COVID when I made those. I was literally like deceasing when I made those. Why do I keep opening Procreate? I think that means I need to close it. I'm going to close Procreate. I'm going to close Google Photos. I'm going to close Safari for now. Drive. Chrome. I'll leave Chrome open. Okay, this looks like a nightmare so far. Why do I feel like... Oh, I think I see what I've done. I think they need to be more... No, but they're kind of straight out. I think maybe they're just still a little bit too big. Okay. Oh, I wanted to put a bend in them. That's what I wanted to do. A lot of times I literally just forget what I'm doing. Okay. Alright, that feels decent. And we'll probably swivel them, but I don't know if I want to swivel them now. I think I'll chill with that. And I might just put a little bit more. A little bit. Okay, so I think to do this other part, what's the best way to do that? Oh, I could use a... No, that won't work. Should I go cylinder again and sort of somehow use... I gotta figure out how to somehow use this. There's got to be a way. There's always a way. It's just sometimes it takes me a while to figure out that way. So this part is going directly in the ear, so let's start with that. Let's start with the right width. Make it a little smaller. Push it back into the ear a little bit. Okay, I don't think hole will help me at all, even if I did make the hole fatter. Let's try this. Let's mirror it. Let's go to front. What the heck? Let's. Oh, actually, no. Let's do this thingy. Wait a minute. Which radius do I want? Do I want this? No, that's this. I want radius again. I want to make this smaller. So something like this. Let's go ahead and let's just validate. Did I just validate that? I did. Bruce Nunn, definitely need to look into sculpting a super shredder to go with them. Bruce Nunn, or maybe a foot soldier. A foot soldier would be good. I'm never a huge fan of Shredder. Like, I know he was like the you know, obviously he's the main bad guy, but I was never a big fan of Shredder. But the foot soldiers, I mean, something about the foot soldiers is, especially like they were so like gangly. Like I don't know this. I do like the foot soldiers. That would be fun. But it might be fun to do Shredder too, actually. I don't think I would do him super jacked. I feel like Shredder's always like really jacked. He's like Shredder's like the M. Bison of the Ninja Turtle thing now. But I feel like he wasn't really like that, like jacked. Like he was, you know, not as jacked as he is in a lot of the newer things. So maybe we'll trim this. I kind of like where that's going. Maybe I'll use the lasso. Symmetry zones, we don't have to worry about that. Let's just trim and see what happens. So it'd be something like this. I can probably trim this part off too. Okay. See if I can just drag this. Let's squeeze it together a little bit and push it. Now they're looking very big. So I do need to make them smaller. But I kind of like how this is working out so far. This part I'm not too worried about. I can just kind of get rid of that since I'm gonna add the ears together, or I'm gonna, you know, put them together with what is going on here? Maybe I should just trim this. Okay, it's looking pretty decent in there. I can smooth this just so it's flatter to the ear. Smooth this as well. Kind of get it a little bit soldered. So that's not bad. Not bad. So let's smooth this a little bit and just sort of try to make it a little. So it's really supposed to look like this is the ear. I might be able to fix that when I put them together. I do have to think about, let's see if I can make them smaller. Oh. I'm just going to do ears. Oh, I can. That's fairly simple. Smaller like that. Maybe a little smaller this way. I know it looks bad now, but Alicia, you're a sub maker. I like that. Thanks for the green heart. Appreciate you. Bruce Nunn, this program seems to work really well. Are you using an iPad Pro? And what's the name of the program? Oh, well, this is Nomad Sculpt. This is Nomad Sculpt on iPad Pro 2021. Yeah, that's it. Good old Nomad Sculpt. The only 3D app I know at the moment. So here's a little, do I want to do the little ear thingies, or do I want to, oh, I should do them on the head. That's where I should do them. But not now. I think the clay is still too, before I do any sculpting, yeah, the clay is still too crazy, I think. Oh, it's actually not bad. Oh, but you know what? I don't want to do that yet because I don't want to mess up the ears. I don't really know. For the inner ear, for this part of the ear, I might be able to use layer. Let's see if I can use layer for this. It's sort of the same thing. Make it smaller. Because it's sort of the same thing, just different. But if I can make a similar shape, let's see what it looks like when I smooth it. Oh, it just kind of goes away when I smooth it. I mean, I don't really mind that actually. I can do crease, and let's see if we can just make it, oops. Let's just mask off the rest of this ear. Make a crease. I mean, it's not as nice as the rest, but I think it might actually work. I think I should not be cheap and just use another cylinder. Plus, it's good for me to figure out, to kind of get a handle on doing ears. This, not clone. What are you doing? Not pivot. What am I doing? Snap. Sometimes I'm just like, bozo. It's 1 o'clock. I think I should go to bed. So I want to do the same. I want to do a very similar thing. Let me take it off snap so I can move it freely. I'll make it smaller and sort of match the. So I'll stretch this out. I'll do the radius, and this side would be smaller. So that should be in the ear, kind of. Oops. like that. And then let's do, oh, you know what, I have to make a bend in it, but let's make a hole first. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, good. I was worried it wasn't going to go back. So this is just going to be, let me think. So this is going to be the ear folded over. So this can be kind of thick because the ear's kind of thick. Okay, this should be good. So I'm going to mirror, validate, and now I'm going to put the bend in it, like I always do. And now I'm going to trim it with the lasso tool to something like that. Oh, this is thick. Why is it so thick? I don't need that so thick. So validate, just do the same thing again. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, just remember that I was using lasso. It bugs me. It doesn't remember the tool I'm using. It's still super thick, but that's fine. I think that's better. Okay, I think that's decent so far. The only other thing we can do to sort of try to do something a little quicker than normal. Let's try to use some of these handy edits. Make this a little smaller and just bring it up. Something like that. Should I make this wider at the bottom? So we'll make this a little wider. Validate that. Maybe we'll even put a little bend in it as well. Probably should have. Actually, no, it's fine. It's fine. See if I can bake this so that I can just move it straight back. I'm just going to worry about the front for now. And the back of his head. Pretty flat. Okay, so say that's the back of his head. Let's Simple merge, ears, neck. What is this box? Oh, this is the jaw. And let's use the torus. So these look like they are something kind of like this. They're right behind the ears. I think that works. I mean, that's a good place for the. Maybe they're a little bit too big. I'm gonna validate them, and I'm gonna. Why can't I bake them? Oh, I don't need to. How do I get them? Oh, there we go. I just want them out of the head a little bit more. I think it's a good spot for them to be. I think that works. I can make the little tuft there, eyes. And the little tuft of hair, that's going to be kind of difficult. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. Because it has to be very stylized. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I can't even talk. My God. I'm gonna get some sleep. Justin Ison, hey Dave, just dropping in now. Looking sweet so far, dude. I appreciate that. We got a long way to go, but the hardest part is always just starting and figuring out what I want to do. But it's a good start so far. You know, I always remember that, like, I still have to mesh all this together at some point in time, and I really just want the shapes. I really want the shapes and the silhouette to really like match. That's all I'm really sort of going for now. I'm just blocking everything out, and that helps me to like figure out what shapes kind of make what the drawing is. So far so good. I'm a little nervous about the horns, because I don't really spirals are kind of weird. Like, I don't know how to make like a spiral. So I don't know, something like that. I know the radius. Why isn't it in edit mode? There we go. It would obviously be bigger here. But it's just so strange that it's like, it can't just be like that. Like, it has to be kind of like, oh, I don't think I can just carve. I don't think I can just carve to make it that shape. I feel like I have to. I have to figure out how to make it like a curved thingy. Probably has something to do with the divisions. I think I might be able to like do something more like this. But it's like this comes off forward. And it just gets kind of weird. So there's another one. So there's one, and there's two. No, that's it. Yeah, I don't know, I'm at a loss. Oh, it might even be easier to look at the actual drawing. Something like this. I have to work it out. Figure out how to do it. Something like that. But I think I'll figure it out tomorrow. So let me save this. 'Cause I haven't had a good, nice long sleep in a while. All right. I have to get my kids to school, hon. I have to get my kids to school. It's a pleasure watching as always. Pleasure. Get those kids to school. I'll see you tomorrow. Indigo, good night. Gotta go. I'll be looking in peace. I'll be looking in peace. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. So more to come. We're gonna get this worked out. I'm excited to figure out the horn, and I'll figure it out. No matter if I fail a million times, I will do it 1,000,001 and figure it out. All right. Keep drawing, keep sculpting. I will catch you all in the next video. If you're gonna stay online, then check out Sticky Art. Can't remember his name. Sticky. Google Sticky. He does live. He's very good. Very cool live stream. So go check that out. And yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next one. Let me know what color you want next for the light. I can change it to any color I want, because I got that kind of power.